Hey guys, watch Volgor's beer reviews, and this time I'm not reviewing a beer. It's a cider. And if you watched my videos before, I have said before, I'm not a big fan of ciders. However, two things. One, I've had this before and I didn't think it was that bad. And two, it's the cheapest cider that I know of. I don't know if it is the cheapest, but of all of them, but it's the cheapest I know of. Pretty sure it's the cheapest cider. Since it is a cider and not a beer, it has nutrition facts. Kind of silly. And half a can, which is 8 ounces, is 150 calories. Damn. 13 grams of sugar, 5 milligrams of sodium. I guess that's not really a lot. JohnnyAppleseed.com. I thought this was brewed by Anheuser. Not brewed, but you know, thrown together. Yeah, Anheuser-Busch. 61 ratings. The weighted average is 2.43 out of 10, I think. Yeah. Overall, it gets a 12, and the style gets 13. Serving bowl, flute, water glass. Okay, whatever. Johnny Appleseed is a refreshingly sweet and intense apple cider. It's best enjoyed on the rocks among good friends, inspired by blah blah blah, whatever. Oh, camera, wake up. Wake up, camera. It's coming too far away and the camera goes bonkers. Alright, so let's pour it in the glass. Only so you can see what it looks like. Alright, now it's getting all over everything. Okay, so that's negative marks. Got it on the remote. Damn. Smells like a Jolly Rancher. Okay. 2, 1.1, 2.5. Oh, it's out of 5. Alright, let's just get to this. See what it looks like? It looks like apple juice. Not much of a head, just a little bit of skim. Here we go. Like I said, it kind of smells like an Jolly Rancher. Very sweet, very, I guess kind of sour. I would say crab apple, because that's like the sweetest, or maybe Granny Smith or something, but really, it's not really like a real apple, it's more like a candy apple. Alright, so here we go. It is pretty crisp and refreshing. It goes down easy. I almost reviewed this. Instead of this, I almost reviewed either Keystone Light or Busch Light, but I'm like, no. This is, you get less for the money because one of those beers would have been $2 for a 24-ounce can, but for this it was $1.79. So it is still more expensive than cheap beers, but you know, still, if we're going for ciders, you can get this for $1.79 or the bigger one, 24-ounce can, for I think $2.50 or $2.79. I don't know. It depends on the store. But yeah, kind of looks like champagne with the bubbles. In some of my previous cider reviews, I've complained that the cider kind of tastes like chemically altered, or like chemicals just tossed in there, or there's you can taste the preservatives, or I just complain the way it tastes. Like it tastes, you know, kind of like maybe it had a plasticky aftertaste, or you know, something like that. Well, in my opinion, with this, it doesn't have that. However, it does taste like a candy, like a Jolly Rancher, but at the same time, it doesn't really have a weird aftertaste or like off-put flavor, or there's nothing in the mouth that like stays. So it's not that bad. I've seen, well, one review, Huggies beer review this, and he didn't like it. He just trashed it, and just, yeah, didn't like it at all. Which I was kind of surprised a little bit, because usually you can't really predict what he's going to say. I mean what he's going to think. But either it's something he's going to hate or he's going to like. I guess there's sometimes with well, sometimes he might hate it, but he'll still like drink it or whatever. But this didn't go very high up in the marks. My opinion is, I don't understand what's really a problem with it. I mean, unless you want to complain that it's made by Anheuser, okay, whoop-de-doo. Actually, it's not that bad. Would I prefer this over beer? No. But since it was cheap enough, and I haven't done an actual review on it yet, I figured, oh, what the hell. So, if you like ciders, or want to try a cider, if you want one that's like really that tastes like a candied apple, or like a candy apple, you know, like a physical candy, like a Jolly Rancher, and when it pours, I'm surprised it doesn't pour green. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that for a future Halloween version. But like, to rate it on a cider, which I'm not really a big fan of ciders as it is, for price and taste, and like there's no like weird aftertaste or sticky, you know, yeah, nothing really off-putting. I guess I'd say this is like a 6.9 or a 7. You know, it's okay. It's decent. And I guess I could say 6.5 because it's not really the highest grade quality product, but at the same time, I don't see anything really wrong with it. It's got decent ABV at 5.5, so you're not gonna like, I don't know. Most ciders are 5.5%, and like Angry Orchard is like the same price, but instead of 16 ounces, you're getting 12 ounces for the price. So it's like that much more expensive. Like a 6-pack is like $8 or $9 a 6-pack. When if you got beer with that money, you could get some real good beer instead of just alcoholic apple juice. Angry Orchard's okay. I mean, but it's like that one has a lot more spices, and you know it tastes more like a cider. But it's still I think it's too expensive for what it is. Then there's Reds, and Reds taste the most like apple juice. Just plain apple juice, not even tart, but like just apple juice with alcohol in it. And then there's there's Hornsby's, which I thought was okay, and it's cheaper, but it's not as cheap as this. That was like $7 a 6-pack. Actually, it's maybe close to the same price range. My friend hated it, and he likes ciders. What's left? Red's Apple Ale. And Red's apple cider. I'm probably forgetting one of the cheapos. Then there's Crispin. Never had that because it's way too expensive. Woodchuck cider, way too expensive. I'm not gonna spend like $13 on a 4-pack or something like that. No, this was $1.79. That's why I reviewed it. So yeah, I think it's like a 6.9. It's you know, if you want a cider, if you want a cheap cider, this will do it, and I think it's better than some of those other ciders that are more expensive and have more of a chemically taste to them, like the what's it called? Arch and Bow, whatever. Yeah. So actually, I was gonna make this in one video, but I guess I'll do this video next. Johnny Appleseed, it's all right. It's alright. If you don't want beer, you just want some alcohol in it, this will take a take, and it's still refreshing, but it kind of tastes like candy. So if you like candy, you like Jolly Ranchers, you like alcohol, this would be right up your alley. So there you go. But man, this stuff can't be good for you. Naturally gluten-free. Oh, there's the ingredients. Hard cider, water, apple juice concentrate, dextrose, water, sucrose, malic acid, flavor, caramel color, sulfites. Yeah. And if I drank this too fast, it'd probably give me a stomachache because apple juice does. So, yeah. Ooh, almost knocked over my Olympia glass. All right, so yeah, Johnny Appleseed. At least it's not expensive, and I don't understand spending, you know, extra money on cider when you could just get, like twice as much for cider, and at least this is pretty close to as cheap beer is. All right, so that's my opinion. There you go.